Hello, everyone. I'm Major Garrett in Washington. Let me welcome you to The Takeout. And so, the survivors wait. Legislation to release the Epstein files, long lacking political traction, is now only missing President Trump's signature. That signature may come today or tonight. The president, as you know, likes to sign bills and executive orders in front of the cameras. Therefore, the survivors will look to choreography for clues to the seriousness of Trump's implementation intentions. Remember, Trump does not need this legislation to release Epstein files at the Treasury and Justice Departments. He has always possessed that power. Another reminder, on July 7th, the Justice Department said a thorough review of all available evidence led it to conclude that no new investigations or prosecutions were warranted of anyone in Epstein's orbit. But Trump last week ordered new investigations into Democrats, prompting reporters today to ask Attorney General Pam Bondi what changed.
Information that has come for information. There's information that new information, additional information, and again, we will continue to follow the law, to investigate any leads. If there are any victims, we encourage all victims to come forward, and we will continue to provide maximum transparency under the law.
You can decide for yourself if that answer contradicts in part or in full the blanket summer declaration from the Justice Department that no new investigations or prosecutions were warranted, and that the Epstein matter, therefore, was closed. Survivors forced this matter to be reopened, forced a political shift that moved Trump from implacable and insulting foe of Epstein legislation to begrudging, well, the signature, should it come, will tell us all how to finish that sentence. We have more on our agenda tonight. Day 2 of the courtship of Saudi Arabia's king-in-waiting as Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has given fanfare just short of a state visit, with implications for U.S. arms sales, peace efforts in the Middle East, artificial intelligence, and investment. Also, Margaret Brennan joins us with the latest on a new Trump administration push to end the war in Ukraine. And Scott Jennings, I bet you have heard of him, on his new book on Trump's second term. Spoiler alert, he is impressed. We begin with Nikole Killion on Capitol Hill. Nikole, catch us up on the day's events and an interview you had with one of the many Epstein survivors who have been pushing for this day to come.
Yeah, that's right, Major. And look, after that near unanimous vote in the House, we saw the Senate act swiftly by passing the House bill through a unanimous process known as unanimous consent. This morning, the Senate received that bill from the House, officially passing it. And so now the ball is in the president's court to sign this measure into law. As you mentioned, there were a number of survivors here on Capitol Hill for that vote, and many of them very emotional after it happened. I spoke with one of those survivors, Jenna Lisa Jones, who actually is a Trump supporter, but said that she was concerned about the way in which the president has handled this entire saga. Take a listen. You supported the president.
Yes, I did. I definitely did. He ran his whole campaign on releasing these files, and that was very, very important to me. And then he did a flip, and then that had to... What is going on? And that makes you have to question why. Why? If it's not you, who is it? Who are you hiding for? What are you hiding? What is it? Because it's so easy. You literally ran this. You said you wanted to release this. We're still waiting. And then you keep flip-flopping and playing with our emotions, and that's just not fair. And then we get to deal with it. It's re-traumatizing.
So as you heard her say there, this has kind of been a re-traumatizing experience, in terms of the president's position at one point trying to encourage Republican lawmakers not to sign on to this measure, only to then back off of that, saying that he would in fact sign this bill. Obviously, that is of some relief to Jenna Lisa Jones and other survivors when that finally happens. But certainly she and other survivors believe that this has been a long time coming.
And Nikole, also on their minds, how the administration will put this law, whenever it is that President Trump, if in fact he does sign it, how it goes into force, how they implement it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, based on this legislation, the Department of Justice and the Attorney General only have 30 days to make the Epstein files public, but there is already concern that that effort could potentially be stymied by this new investigation that was ordered by the president into Democrats' potential ties to Epstein. That being said, I also spoke with Congressman Ro Khanna, who was an author of this bill, and he said even if that is the case, he believes that there is sufficient information out there that can still be released, even if this investigation hinders or limits part of the release.
Nikole Killion on Capitol Hill, thank you so very much.